Hi guys, it's Dan from FatRank here, and today we'll be going through our blog post, Growing Customer Lifetime Value is Essential. Now, what a lot of people do when they sell a product or a service online is they completely forget about that customer as soon as the product is sold. Now, that might be well and good in terms of you got that job in or you've actually sold that product. However, once that's actually done, you could be making a lot more money and actually making the most out of that customer's lifetime value. As cutting that off and cutting all ties when the product or service is sold basically means that customer value, lifetime value, is very, very little. They really aren't going to actually have much lifespan in terms of them purchasing products or services with you again. You might get lucky in that your customer comes back or buys something again as repeat business, but you're really not making the most out of that customer's initial purchase. So basically what this video is basically going through our blog post here, which is our blog about the importance of customer lifetime value. Now, we actually talk a little bit here about upsells, downsells, and cross-sells, and why you should start actually doing that. Basically what these are the different selling techniques once you've actually sold a product or as you're selling a product that can actually help improve your likelihood of selling more products or different products to that actual customer. Now, going through to an upsell here. An upsell is basically, as it says here, is anything that increases your customer's spending on your products or services. So for example, if you're buying, like I said here, on a GoPro camera, you might want to buy some accessories for that GoPro camera, whether that be like a case for it or a memory card or a strap. There's lots of different things you can actually buy for that product, and to simply sell them the GoPro would actually be detrimental to your actual sale there. You're better off trying to sell much more to them that they feel they might actually want during the actual purchase. And that doesn't just apply for things like GoPros, it really applies for so many different business models and probably can be applied to yours as well with enough creativity and thought. Sometimes obviously certain products are more obvious than others about how you can actually upsell through that, but if you use your creative mind a little bit, you can actually come up with lots of different things that you might want. For example, sometimes when people purchase a car wash at the car wash, they actually have a little thing where they're like, okay, do you want to actually have a tire shine with that? It's a £2 tire shine. And I know it doesn't sound like too much, but as all the cars roll in, just getting that little bit more from each customer there really can add a benefit. So it's a really great option, and obviously at certain businesses it can be a really game-changing strategy really for your actual sales. Going down, we have what are downsells. So downsells are more of like a precautionary measure in that this technique is basically used when the customer decides to pull out of buying that product and you're actually able to offer them an alternative that actually meets their requirements. For example, say someone goes in and they really want a product but don't have quite enough money for it. You might have something lined up that you can offer them that kind of does what they need and does what they want but is a little bit less money. So say again, for example, for a car, you maybe say that someone goes into a garage and they say, I really want something that has over 200 brake horsepower, something with, all-wheel drive, something with a good gear system, all that kind of stuff. And, they might be looking at, a really expensive Mercedes AMG, and they'll say, look, you might not be able to afford that vehicle, but what you can afford is the 2-liter AMG line. So it's the exact same kind of car, but a little bit less power, does everything you want, it looks really nice, but isn't that massive price range. They might just go with that. Whereas if you don't have that information in the first place and someone says, oh, I want a really powerful car, but I can't afford this model, so I'm going to go elsewhere, then you're just completely missing out on a potential sale there. And in an industry like that, obviously the profits are very high, but it does apply with other things as well. Say you're doing e-commerce for a technology brand, and you're selling televisions, and someone wants something with a really good kind of picture, really good display, and a really good speaker setup, and all that kind of stuff built in. They can't quite afford that television. You can maybe say, look, here's a TV at the same size. It's a really great TV. The quality is just as good, if not better, and it's actually a lot cheaper. It's on sale right now. If you purchase that, and if you purchase this speaker setup with it, you're actually saving yourself, say £250. Are you interested in this? So you're just having that little bit of an alternative for them, and understanding your own products, well, to actually give them a bit more of an alternative if they can't afford it. And then finally, guys, we have a cross-sell. So again, this one requires some creativity as well, as all of these do. This is basically trying to connect various niches that can be linked up to your initial order that you receive. So, for example, we use the example of someone purchasing a house. If you're buying a house and you've set up the mortgage and all that stuff through somebody, then all well is good, you've made your money, the customer's done well. But as I said earlier, they're probably going to do that, they might renew your mortgage with you, but after that, they're really not going to work with you too much externally. What you can do during that process is actually cross-sell them various other products. For example, home insurance, gas and electric suppliers, TV broadband, life insurance, many other services like van rental or moving equipment for when they're actually moving into the house. So there's lots of little products there that you can actually cross-sell to your actual customers there and actually make a bit of money on. Again, this might make sense for various different niches as well. It's the case for holiday purchases. Often if you're looking at flights to a certain place, holiday providers might be saying, oh, you're going to Barcelona for a week, why not have a look at our great deals for Barcelona hotels whilst you're here and get it in kind of a group package. So obviously it's not directly to do with a flight, but the flight to the area is what the company's saying. Okay, so this person wants to go to this area. What I'm going to do is offer them the hotels, or maybe best day out packages available in Barcelona, and they might purchase that through that actual company then and make a bit of money. So there's lots of different ways that you can do that, but all of this is contributing to what we're saying down here, which is your customer lifetime value. The aim really is to ensure that your customer actually has a good lifetime value with your company. Might come back to you to actually spend more money for various different things. And obviously that kind of repeats itself then. We go into a little bit more detail about the details of how to actually calculate the lifetime value of a customer. Obviously this depends from niche to niche, all that kind of stuff, and different things that you can do actually from that. But basically give this a read, guys. I mean, I basically described the different cross-sells to you, but obviously we've got a little bit more information here about bonus tips on how to do so, different ways that people actually fall short. So for example, companies actually lacking in-house skills there. So there's lots of different ways that you can actually go about this, and a bit of a conclusion as well. But I wanted to basically describe what a customer lifetime value is and why it's so essential for probably your business, guys, because it's pretty much essential for everybody's out there. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you guys later.